Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm standing in front of 2011 Mini Cooper yet again, but this time we're going to talk about the footwell control module. So I think I made a little video on this footwell control module, and I want to talk about the problems I've had with it real quick, or the problem that this one specifically had. It makes like the dashboard go crazy. A lot of the lights not work, turn signals, all kinds of stuff, even will prevent you from starting and driving the car. So these are on recall. I replaced mine before the recall happened, so I already paid the money for that. But there's a common cause that I want to talk to you about real quick, and then another problem that I want to show you. So let's get right into it. So for the fix that I'm going to do today, all we're going to need is an 8mm 1/4" drive, ratchet and socket, a couple of these wire brushes, some battery cleaner, and then some electronic cleaner. I think this will be good. So here is the footwell control module, and the FRM. And I don't know how well you can see it. Let's see if I can put a light on here. That one terminal right there is corroded. It's actually missing one there where it's pretty green. So it's pretty rough. That missing terminal was the main thing. It broke off. The good thing was that it didn't leave. The terminal I was able to push it out of the plug and then swap it over. So that was good. I pushed it out backwards and it just fell right out. So that's the footwell control module. Where is this at on the car? It is right down here in the footwell. So this little panel cover comes off. There's no bolts. It just kind of pulls right off, and then two 10mm, and it's right here. So actually pretty easy to switch out. Not hard at all, but there's a reason it fails. And the reason, and we saw this problem, and obviously we didn't know that it would cause the FRM to die, but this car, not long after we bought it, started collecting water. So there was sopping water down here. Even the back, where the back passenger's feet would go, was just a puddle, like coated in water. So that all led up to replacing the FRM, and then finally looked up online and found out that, we thought, hey, could it be the sunroof, but couldn't find any problems with the sunroof. We thought the windows weren't closing, the doors, but it wasn't that either. So it is the sunroof. And there's a video. I'm not going to go into it right now or take this apart, but there's videos online. So what you're going to need to do is take this little airbag, this is just a cover for a screw. Take the screw out. This plastic piece comes out. I think I took these two screws off, and then this little plastic cover right here just kind of pops off, and then you're going to pull this down, and there is a gutter in this frame for the sunroof, and the gutter right here, right about here, there's a rubber tube, and the rubber tube runs down and out the A-pillar. At the tube, it leaks. So all you need to fix this, aside from this looks like a 15 Torx, can't remember if this is a Torx in here, aside from a screwdriver with the bits appropriately to take this off, all you need is a zip tie. So all I did was zip tie and tighten the zip tie as tight as I could get it with a pair of pliers on the hose, like a hose clamp, and it's never leaked since. But I've got another problem. So I just replaced the ABS module, and that was a problem. I don't know if you can see it. It's over there in that box. The brake light was red. After replacing it, the brake light gets orange. But later today, I'm getting the computer to program it to the car. But I thought that was also causing. I've got another short video where there was like 37 check engine lights in this car, and many of them were for the CAN bus air. So the FRM is one of the hot items, and with all of the other codes for the ABS module, I thought that was it. Replaced it, it was still there. And then Grok, through, if you're going to go to Grok and you're going to ask it to do some things, you might want to like tell Grok to look at the forums, because they won't look at the forums, they're just going to tell you stuff that it sees in some website. So if you direct it to the forums and I talked about my problem and I asked it about my problem, it actually said you should check the door wiring harness. So this one's already twisted because I opened it up right after I saw that. I just lightly cleaned it and put it back together. So I'm going to take this apart here and show you what it's going to take. And I'm going to show you what I found. Okay, so it's actually pretty easy to take this off. This side here, you can manipulate. Once it's out, you can manipulate this rubber boot off. But here, there's actually an 8mm bolt in the top. So just need a socket. You need to twist that 8mm bolt off. Now that bolt will come completely out of there. It won't retain inside of the plastic piece here. And then this whole thing just comes out and up, slightly up and out. And once you get it up and out, this piece here, there's this little shape thing. It's got a cutout over here. You pull it up. As you pull it up, it separates from the plug. So there it is. It's separated. Now it's come off. So I have looked at these wires and I haven't found any problems with the wires. I'll look a little more and I'll pull one at a time, but you want to make sure that the wires themselves look good. And the wires themselves, to me, look pretty good. But I know that in here, it's kind of corroded. So I'm going to take the spray, and one thing you want to look at is make sure there's no terminal stuck in here like the other one. So I'm going to take that battery spray. Hopefully you can see what I do. Try to set up the camera best I can. Maybe someone's going to tell me I shouldn't be doing this, but oh man, yeah, that did that. That did that. So let me grab a rag and I'll clean this up real quick. And then I'll spray it with the battery, or with the actual spray that's made for these. But yeah, that's I want to use battery cleaner because cleaning, the corrosion from the terminals, battery cleaner should do a good job. But this stuff is kind of a mess. So, all right. So I did just go and disconnect the battery because as I started to clean this, there was a little snap, crackle, pop, and the door is locked and unlocked. So you still have power. So you don't want to. You want to do it lightly, so the lighter the bristle brush, the better. But you do want it to clean those terminals, but also you don't want to drag it across the terminals or drag it too hard because you could bend the terminals. So it's really about cleaning it without damaging it. So I'll call that good enough. So now I will use the electronic cleaner. Right now I absolutely expected to find some corroded wires, but one, it is very difficult to get to all these wires, and two, I didn't find anything. So I looked and looked, and I haven't seen any corroded wires. So is it possible there's one that I'm missing? Yes, because they're bundled up. But what you can, if you look in here, there are wires that are twisted together. And from what I understand, the CAN bus are those twisted together wires. So there's multiple twisted wires, but yeah. So now I'm going to put this back together, and this is just, it's kind of like brake, like this is electronics cleaner, but it smells like the alcohol-free quick drying brake cleaner, if I'm being completely honest. So all right, but it's dry, it's all dry, it dries really quickly. That's all there is to it. Put it back together. Well guys, that's it. I keep calling it CAN bus. I know on the Mini when you look up the codes, it's K-CAN line fault. And again, for those of you who know about vehicles, you know, the CAN bus is more common on other cars. And the 5-volt reference is also called. So that's just a kind of how the computer communicates back and forth with itself. So that was causing that code, that fault all across every system had that code. So simple fix, right? If you've got an FRM module that has gone bad, it is sunroof's fault. And all you need, besides a screwdriver, the only tool you need to fix it is a zip tie. So it's a pretty simple fix. If you see water intrusion in your Mini, do that first, right, before these things die, right? And if this went any longer, this has been a problem since the FRM module. So I think since we stopped the water, this could have gotten much worse. So this could have gotten much worse, right? So be careful with that. Disconnect the battery first. Like I didn't do, because there's still power, so hopefully I didn't blow a fuse. I'll find out. Again, future me's problem. And then yeah, just clean it up the best you can, put it back together. So that's it guys, simple fix. This is not the simple part, but like I said, if you've got this on your car, it's under recall. So hopefully yours isn't bad. Everything else is pretty simple. The causes to this are little things that you should be able to fix. And you know, you'd think that the German engineers would have done a better job. But yep, catch you on the next one. Like, subscribe, do all the things. And I'm gonna go grab the computer, make sure it's updated, and do more work on this thing. Catch you guys in the next one.